Hello peoples, hope the lighting's okay. I'm not setting up fancily today, I can't be bothered. Today I am 9 weeks and 1 day. I should have done this yesterday, but I didn't. I'm 9 weeks pregnant. So are you good? What do you want? Oh, what was that? How have I been this week? I have been stressed and hectic. I'm exhausted. And I don't know how much that's got to do with pregnancy and how much that's got to do with that little thing down there, not you. Like, what are you doing? He's just like not sleeping whatsoever. We were getting close to good and he's just reverted. I don't know what has happened. We tried to put him to bed at 8, but Luke's been doing it later and later lately. So I'm wondering if that's it. I'm going to start trying to push Luke to put him back to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Luke comes out about 10 o'clock and I go to bed about 10 o'clock. And then 11 o'clock, 11:30, he's up, he's screaming. I try to get him back to sleep and I can't. The instant I get up and try to leave, he is awake and screaming 5 minutes later. And it's like, I can't even get to sleep before he starts screaming again. So I get zero sleep that way. So I've just been sleeping in his bed. But then he's up for the day at 4 AM. And it's not as if this is a one-off. This has been happening every night for a while now, at least a week. So I'm exhausted. I'm breathless very easily. The only other big thing that's happened this week is I'm feeling a lot more sick, like nauseous. Still nothing compared to Hayden. It seems to be just mild and then it gets a bit worse in the afternoon going into nighttime, but I'm still able to eat through it. So some things I think of trying to eat and I just don't feel good about it, but then I've still been able to eat most things. Haven't had that many super bad aversions and I can still drink water, which is amazing. With Hayden, I literally had to live off ice cubes and even they tasted bad sometimes, but I could like numb my mouth with them so I didn't have any taste. But I can still drink, thank goodness, because it's winter. I don't want to be living off ice cubes. I can still eat. I just get in these slumps where it's like, especially in the afternoon, I feel okay in the morning and I can get stuff done in the morning. Exhibit A, that's no longer an exhibit because it's now messy, even though it was clean 5 minutes ago. But I cleaned this whole room, I cleaned out all my drawers and organized all my stuff this morning. Like I can do stuff in the morning, but then afternoon hits and I am exhausted. Hayden's not slept well, he's barely napped. I've expended all my energy and I start feeling sick and I just get in this literally like slump where I can barely get off the couch, have no motivation to do anything, have no motivation to do anything, and it's just really hard. That is pretty much it for the pregnancy symptoms. I'm actually like doing okay still. It's bizarre to me considering apparently obviously everyone's pregnancy is different, but it's meant to be like traditional stereotypical pregnancy. Nausea kicks in 5 or 6 weeks, usually about 6 weeks, gets worse, and week 9 is meant to be your worst week, and then it's meant to start getting better and be better by 12 to 14 weeks as you go into the second trimester where you're meant to glow. I would love to glow, or just not be sick all the time. If this is my pregnancy, I would be beyond thrilled with this. I can deal with this. This is amazing. If this is the worst it's gonna be until, you know, I start getting bigger and dealing with that side of things, then I am so thrilled. What's in my dump truck? Is the beaver got a shovel? Yeah, he's getting all the dirt with his shovel, isn't he? I'm impatient. I want to know the gender, like right now. I'm being patient. I have everything planned. I have an event. What? Can you find a little sandcastle? The wheels. But I am thinking, and this will be a video if I end up doing it, depends, because it might be a bit pricey, but I want to do not just the old wives' tales and like traditional ways to tell whether you're having a girl or boy. I also want to do, obviously I'm doing the NIPT test, which is a blood test that checks chromosomal abnormalities on certain chromosomes and can also figure out if there's X or Y chromosomes or just X. But there's also some other tests that are sort of like in between the weird mythical baby brain, what is it called? spectrum of things. I don't know which way to do this because I don't know if it's going to reverse or what's going to happen, but you have all your like myths and fairy tales, and that's not the right word, but old wives' tales down this way. Some people swear by it, but like fairly inaccurate, we assume. And then you have your like NIPT test this way. Somewhere around here you have a test that's sort of like, instead of being 50-50 like these ones, it's sort of like 60-40. So it's a little bit more accurate, but there's still a very big range of inaccurate, not rightness. But that is the urine test, which picks up certain proteins. I think the one we get here is Intelligender, so I want to do that. That's about 50-60 bucks. And then here in the middle bit of those two, which is meant to be as accurate as the NIPT, it's a similar test, similar sort of style of testing. The thing that makes it inaccurate in comparison is it's done at home, it's not done in a sterile setting, so contamination risk factors is increased. But that is other blood tests such as the sneak peek test, which is just a blood test that does the same as the NIPT, tests for the chromosomes, but because you do it at home, you have to be careful not to like get any male male DNA in the test, because obviously girls have XX and boys have an X and a Y. So what these tests are looking for is any Y chromosomes. Obviously the mother's not going to have any, but if she's having a boy baby, she'll have some Y in her blood. What? And I want to do all of them. I'm obviously doing the NIPT, that is the most expensive. It was $500 with Hayden, but the one I'm doing now is $395, I think. You can get a better one that does more chromosome, more disorders, and that was like $695. So those are definitely the more expensive ones. The sneak peek is $120, Intelligender is $50, $60, and obviously the old wives' tales is just mostly free. Some of them you do need to buy certain things like baking soda and stuff like that. I think I'm going to have to wait until after I get the results of my NIPT test, because otherwise I just am going to obsess over all the answers. So we'll see what's going to happen, but I do have a plan to do all that. And I am finding out the gender. I'm having a big event so that all my close family and friends can find out the gender with us. My sister is the one that will be knowing the gender and buying the actual poppers. We're going to use the powder poppers like we did for Mika's gender reveal. As a part of this video, I'm going to go through all the decor I have got planned for that. A little haul, which doesn't include this. This was on special, but I got that for Hayden's third birthday, thinking a bit far ahead, but it was out for really cheap. There was only one left. Okay, so first of all, I got this because it was on super special. But I need to get champagne flutes to go in it, but a little drink stand holder. This, one side I'm going to have like something, I'm going to decorate this myself. One side's going to be it's a boy, one side's going to be it's a girl, so we can flip it over once we find out which one's correct. I've got a whole pile of different pink and blue decor items, hanging stuff. That curtain is actually meant to go behind me. If you've seen one of my original, I think it was like my 3 or 4 week update, I had like curtain sparkle lights hanging down here, but I didn't have them wide enough, so I've got a second one so I can have this full thing pretty curtained. Got some clear plastic containers. I can use these for not just parties but just in general. They're like little bowls. All of this stuff either comes from Kmart or Party Sauce, which is a party store in Canning Vale. I always get Cannington and Canning Vale mixed up. If you go to the one in Canning Vale, it has moved places. I was so confused when I got directions and it took me to a different place, and I was like, is there 2 stores in Canning Vale now? No, the original store is still the same place. It still has Party Sauce on it, but it's now just a display room for the higher stuff, like the higher chairs and the tables and the big arches, and it's like a display and warehouse for those. And the actual party store itself with all the party supplies has moved. I got this backdrop which is pink, a really light pink, blue and bits of gold. I thought that'd be really nice. I was just going to get like a pink one and a blue one and put them next to each other, but this is like intertwined, so pink and blue balloons. Okay, and then I got some honeycomb balls in pink and blue, fans in pink and blue. As you can see, there's just a lot of like little decor things that were really cheap and easy. Put that back aside because there's a lot of Maltesers in there. These were from Big W. I said Kmart before. I think some of it is from Kmart. Okay, it's either Party Sauce, Kmart or Big W. I went to Big W as well. So, oh, there's some straws that say girl or boy. It's pink and blue. Here it is. There was a lot of like star patterns. Come on, focus on that. They're like blue, pink, silver and gold star patterns. So I got some napkins like that, and then one that says what do you think in blue and pink. That rhymed. Was that funny? Or was the carrot funny? So I sort of was getting a little theme because I like those better than the traditional girl, is it a girl or boy? They were just the traditional gender reveal stuff. The colours were too bright. They were like a hot pink and a vibrant blue, and I wanted more of the pastels. Do you mind? I also got some matching cups with the patterns on them, and some tablecloths. So there's those. And I also got, excuse me, come back sir. They're a lot smaller than I thought they were. I thought they were like this big, and they're like this big, but it's fine. It just says twinkle twinkle little star, and they're little like tabletop decorators, but they went with my theme. And at Kmart they had matching stuff. So they had this little oh baby. It's not completely matching, but hello, focus please. No one wants to see the receipt, mate. Like I don't want people to see how much I spent. But like it's got blue and pink stars, and it's a little balloon set. But at Big W they had these little twinkle twinkle little star invites. So I thought those are perfect. They go, saves me having to make them. I was gonna just. I also got these little things, which are square candy boxes, and I was thinking of putting, getting my cry cut and getting some vinyl and putting like either B-A-B-Y for baby, or maybe having one side say girl and one side say boy, on different sides of the table, because I'm going to have a main table with all the like food and stuff that's going to be one side pink, one side blue. We just got a little boy or girl bunting, which I could have easily made, but it matched everything else. So no, have these. So that's a little haul of what I got so far for the baby shower. I must admit I'm a little nervous because my dad is coming. Obviously I'm fine with my dad coming. The thing is, this is going to be the first event that both sides of my family show up to. He did come to my sister's graduation, but like it was a massive, massive hall, and they were at opposite sides of it the whole time. This is going to be a lot smaller. They're going to have to be within a few meters of each other, and it's going to be interesting, but it's good. I am excited and happy to see how that plays out, because obviously it'd be nice to get them together before our wedding and over a grandkid. So, excuse me sir, now that you've made a mess of the room I just cleaned, should we finish up the video and go to Nana's? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, that worked out perfect. We leave in 4 minutes, so this room is messy still. Put it all back in the basket. Yeah, apple. Apple. You're going to show the people apples. No, come here. You got to say goodbye properly. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to see more videos. I'll be doing future pregnancy updates and lots of little pregnancy videos to come. Videos of him, just wait. Not yet. You gotta wait, you. And yeah, all my gender reveal will be within a month, which is exciting, but we'll see you then, won't we? Bye, peoples.